All right, and we are live. Today it is just me. I'm doing another stream of another Smash Bros. Player here at Rio Grande, or the Smash Bros. Rio Grande esports team, Dakota. So we streamed their game earlier, but there was a few different confusions in how the rule sets were set up for this game. But we are back, and I am streaming Dakota again. Traven cannot join me this time, so it's just me, Dylan Euler. So I have no broadcasting partner. My normal broadcasting partner, Corbin Wilbur, happens to be out today. I think there was some confusion. I think he might have forgot that the game was today. But yeah, so it'll be just me. But I do have Corbin on my phone. Thankfully, we have this nifty little Roadcaster. So Corbin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Dylan. Hello.
Hello. So Corbin has joined through Bluetooth phone call here. So Corbin, you have missed the game, but if you did follow online, which I don't know if you knew the game was even happening, so I'm not sure you followed.
I didn't.
But so Dakota had a very interesting round, few different confusions, but all in all, their actual play style was very effective in a few different manners. In the first round, there was so basically they kind of targeted head on, and it just wasn't panning out for them. But in the second round, they learned that this opponent would like strike at certain moments, so they could shield and hide and like protect from that attack. And then they started using reflective attacks. So when in an interview we held with Dakota, they had explained.
Knock, knock, open up the door is ready.
And here is Coach John Nodder.
Hi, John, if you can hear me.
I'm going to give you all something to watch.
And what will that be?
Well,
Yeah.
we know that Ashley's opponent is a Young Link player. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a super laggy Young Link on this setup here. I assume you need both monitors, right?
Not really.
Can you feed a monitor? Can you feed the input into here? For Smash?
Sure.
If you can do that, we can give these viewers something to feast their eyes on.
All right, then I will have to mute myself for a second. You're still on.
Well, I would hope
my own?
you ain't cutting off me. Gotta keep those vocals flowing.
HDMI splitter.
You ain't got.
There's one.
Oh. Wait, how you getting the feed in if you
It's
ain't got?
capturing into that down there.
Ah, okay.
Capture. This is gonna take a while.
Hey, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but am I still on stream?
Yes.
Is that Corbin?
Oh. Yeah.
I hear you.
Well, John, since I'm here, I might as well explain. So I didn't see your message until way later.
Well, dang. Look,
So yeah,
it's okay, Corbin. It's gonna be fine.
yeah, it's not that big a deal.
You sound like you're talking through a toaster. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm talking through the microphone in my Bluetooth headphones, and it's just like a little hole inside. It's not an actual microphone.
I think I've seen like Samsung fridges with better mics.
Yeah, pretty much.
HDMI cords.
No, we're out of HDMI. Wait, there's one in the arena.
Okay.
Yeah, these headphones aren't built for their mic. They're built for their sound quality, which is decent.
That sounds like an Android moment. Don't worry, guys. The camera isn't really built for the camera. It's built for everything else. Everything else.
Exactly. Yes.
But yeah, we're here to learn some learn. I don't know.
Ooh, learn some more.
Yeah. So yeah, currently we're kind of just in between right now, waiting to figure out what's going on. And so I'm gonna get Ashley some practice here until until I find out that her opponent's ready to go. But what I actually need to do, because I've realized speaking, I have no way to know when she's ready. So I actually need to come right back. I need to figure out. I need to have her DM me whenever her opponent's in the arena. I'll be back.
All right.
You got this, Corbin. It's the one-man show.
Yeah, I can't see what's happening, but I can hear you all. So viewers, hello. If since my slideshow probably isn't up, it's probably good to mention that Final Boss Con is coming up on May 4th, 2024. It is $5 admission for anyone over the age of 5. Under 5 is free. And it will be at the Rio Grande Line Center. We will have a lot of vendors. We'll have some sort of tournament. And we will have an actress from Power Rangers and the voices of Mr. Satan and Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. So that's definitely something to look out for. Or NGT, I think. But yeah, that's definitely something to look out for.
There's
and
been,
also,
there's been a change of plans. I'm just gonna put it in there. You ain't gotta set that up. Sorry. Yeah, I would, but it's gonna be better practice if I just play in there.
So we still have an opponent that Dakota's playing tonight?
and there'll be a cosplay contest
Yeah, we do.
as well.
Y'all got this. It's up to you now. We got the A team is back in action. Have fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, also, the Rio Grande chapter of Tau Kappa Epsilon is joining the fight against childhood cancer. The link to that charity should be in the bio, in the description of some of our old streams. So if you want to help them by donating, check that out and click on the link to learn more. I'm not sure if we have to link in this one right now, but should be in the others. Anyway, back to Final Boss Con. So we have ideas of potentially streaming that when it comes. So look out for that if possible. If any of you are watching from, as old viewers of Jackson High School esports, I hope to do something sort of like the Invitational Night. Like we did with that, where we kind of have a camera as well for like interviews. That was full camera, but I hope to do a stream/camera type deal. This is just some thoughts to throw out.
Yeah, those are definitely some interesting thoughts, Corbin.
Oh yeah, hello Dylan. You're back.
Hey Corbin, I am back. So quick update here. We will be on here soon. I'd say another 10 to 15 minutes, just an estimation. But soon we'll bring you Dakota's match against another opponent. I am not sure who. As some of you viewers may be able to tell, some of our plans have definitely gone array. We were not. This has been an interesting night, everyone. So those of you who are tuning in, we thank you for watching. And we promise we'll get to the game soon. Until then, it's just me and Corbin just kind of waiting it out.
Yeah. So, Dylan.
Corbin.
How's your day been?
You know, man, it's been interesting. I had some ice cream cake earlier from Dairy Queen, and I did not get to finish it, and it's all I can think about. You know, you just have that one snack that just stays in your mind. Like, you just can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
That was the snack for me.
Like you want to go back to eating it? Yeah.
Yeah, and like it had like them good cookie crumbles in between it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. For me, I went to my classes. And,
Forgot about Smash Bros.
Yeah, I went to my Gateway Success class. Heard presentation from MK. Shout out to MK. I went to 2D design and prepared for my final. Shout out to Tom Suter. And then I went to badminton class. Shout out to Coach Osborne for dealing with me being the worst player in the class. It's funny. I remember that there was this time we were doing doubles, so it was 2 against 2. It was my turn to serve, and I just kept missing the birdie when I would serve. So it would just like fall on the floor. I had to do it over and over again, and we were all laughing about it.
Your experience with badminton just sounds very interesting. Like, I wish I was there to witness this.
You really wish you were, yeah. That would have been something interesting to watch. You know, I never had good hand-eye coordination. You know, when other people were, you know, out playing catch and stuff as kids, I was out like digging holes and, you know, hitting things with sticks.
Yeah, as a kid does.
Yeah,
I mean, I was pretty
like
much the same,
pretending.
man. I was just playing like in the dirt, searching for gold and stuff. Like, I never found any
Exactly.
gold, but yeah, I was never out there like playing badminton or football or soccer. I mean, actually, no, I did play soccer. I was actually kind of good. But other than that, yeah, I was just searching for gold in the dirt, man.
Yeah, or pretending to be Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah, that was a thing I did. I was like cosplaying
Yeah.
before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you met me.
That is how we met.
Yeah. I didn't even know what it was at the time, honestly.
For those of you who are still waiting for the game with us, do not have any updates at the moment. I just know that the arena has shut down. So I'm sure they're going to make a
Dang.
new one here soon and we'll be on there. But in the meantime, this is Dylan Euler and Corbin Wilbur on his cell phone. So
Hey.
apologize for that audio. There is nothing I can do.
There's nothing. Only thing you could do is kick me off, and I don't think he's gonna do that.
No, I don't intend to do that. Yeah, that audio, we can't fix it. So sorry about that. I am working with an XLR based like extension microphone. It just kind of like pulls down to me, and Corbin is working with the phone audio, just the hole in his phone.
Oh yeah, it's like inside of my headphones.
Oh, you have your
Yeah.
headphones on. It must just be something
Yeah, the
about like
headphones.
line to line audio like that.
Maybe.
Because I know like some of the like local radio teams, like radio broadcast around here in the area, also have problems with microphones like that.
Yeah, because you also sound terrible on my end.
I assure
Yeah,
you, I
so
sound better than you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I bet on stream and stuff it sounds great, but on phone, not the case. I remember our Minecraft Let's Play during at like high school, Jackson Esports. We tried doing that, and I remember when I would talk on like the videos, my mic would be significantly worse than everybody else's. Like there's a pretty somewhat popular clip on our on that channel. It's just like Daniel fighting off an iron golem, and then there's me talking in the background, and it sounds like I'm like recording on a 1920s microphone or something.
Yeah, your mic was pretty rough back then, and still kind of is now.
Yeah, these new headphones. Hold on. Anyway, yeah. Or remember, me, you, and Bryce were playing Minecraft Egg Wars, and there was these guys who were like fighting for a long time, and eventually they invited us to an Xbox party, and they said that I sounded like I can't remember. I think they said I sounded like James S. Patton or something. Like it sounds like some guy from World War II.
Yeah, I don't really know who James S. Patton is.
He was a general, and he was a tank commander in World War One. However, in World War II, he faced controversy when he slapped a shell-shocked soldier in the face. He was then kicked out of the military.
So, Corbin, one thing you used to talk about a lot back at the high school was the first ever esports match. I don't believe our viewers would know much about that. Do you want to explain?
Oh, yes, I would. So, basically, a long time ago, in I believe the late 50s, there was a game that was released called Space War. And it was kind of like, you know, your typical little spaceship shooter game like you would play in an arcade, but it was a computer game. Well, in 1972, some computer guys from Stanford University got together and were like,
Stanford University.
yeah, they were like, well, let's hold a competition. Let's invite some people from another school and hold this competition.
Yes, I did.
So they held the first esports competition, technically.
At Stanford University.
Now, exactly. It was so, I guess you could technically call it like a LAN tournament because they had to like actually go to the place to play it. But yeah, it was a computer. They played Space War, 1972, Stanford University.
Very true.
And the reason that's so infamous is back in Jackson High School esports, we did a podcast in our junior year where I would do gaming trivia at the end. A lot of the time we wouldn't have time, so I'd ask this one question.
So, real quick, Corbin, sorry to cut you off. We are getting very close to the stream starting, and yeah, we're joining the lobby now, and we will start that here in momentarily. Just got to get a few more things rolling. And Corbin, you can go back to what you were doing. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah. So there was a podcast, and I would ask that question.
And sorry, Corbin, we got to cut you off. Going right into the game. Corbin will be back with us later. We're diving right in here. Pokemon Trainer versus Sora. So this is, again, Dakota of the Rio Grande Esports team. I am not sure where the opponent is from. Doing a little good luck, have fun message, and they're going right into it. Sora goes right in for the first attack, does a few different attacks, misses. Squirtle just throwing around some different attacks. Squirtle is one of the many different types of characters that Pokemon Trainer provides. I would consider him more mid compared to someone like Charizard. Sora came back up and hit a few more hits, does a few reflectiles and trying to get up back on the map, got back up on the map. Doing a few different types of attacks, just some long distance attacks, trying to land some damage. They are pretty close right now with 88 and 72. 99 and 81 now. Dakota of Rio Grande holding 81 damage. Sorry if you cannot hear the game audio. I'm trying to fix that. Don't want to overpower it. Now they pulled out the Charizard. Charizard's a bit more heavy hitter. Looks like Rio Grande has lost one stock. Charizard's going in for a few different types of attacks, landing some damage right now. Got Sora up to 12. All in all, it definitely looks like the opponent is holding the lead right now. Although they are racking up some more damage with Sora throwing in a few different attacks. There's an ice attack right now, throwing them into the abyss, but they are coming back up. That could have been very cool. Oh, and another attack. Sora is the most recent release of the DLC pack, so I'm still kind of learning some of the traits and things that they can pull off. Pokemon Trainer sends Sora flying off. Sora is recovering, trying to recover, made it back up on the map, went for a few different attacks, but they were shielded. Sora is recovering back up. They are both at high damages. The opponent sitting at 171 and Dakota at 112. Oh, and he froze him and he fell into the abyss. That is one stock knocked off the opponent, putting them at equal stocks. However, Dakota does have 116 damage. 126 now, with the opponent at 26. Now playing, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but a Leaf Pokemon at 37 damage. Sora at 144. Doing a few different types of recovery attacks that can be used as an attack. 42 damage, 153 for Dakota. Oh, and Dakota falls. There goes Dakota's second stock. Looked like just maybe a miss input or something like that. Just a failed recovery attack being used as a projectile. Well, I guess it would be a projectile. At 20 damage now with Pokemon Trainer sitting at 72. Dakota is trying to get back up on the map. However, they are having some difficulties. Now they are back up. Sometimes that's just kind of used as an edge guarding attack to try to keep your opponent out of the way. However, they use the up B and take the second stock off of Combat Disc. Switching to the Leaf Pokemon now. Bulbasaur. I remember now. At least I think that's it. 101 damage. Oh! And Dakota, Dakota has not fallen yet. It's not over till it's over. You got to get back up on the map. Got to use every second of your, and that looks like it's it. Dakota does fall with the opponent sitting at 1 stock. Well, that was definitely a more intense match that I have seen tonight. Pokemon Trainer, that is definitely one of my more favorite characters to watch. However, I cannot play a Pokemon Trainer. I would rather play Minecraft Steve or Link. So that it will be our first round. I will be right back. That was a very short break, but we're going right back into it here. The opponent is still playing Pokemon Trainer while Dakota is still using Sora. They are going right into it, leaving no time, just going right into this match. 21 damage for Dakota, 33 now with Squirtle at 15. They're both using some more close-up attacks, just trying to get right in there. You don't really want to waste time trying to use some more distant types attacks when you're in the middle, the first part of the game, or at least these two do not seem to be being to. Sora at 69 damage with the opponent at 42. Sora now at 95, 102, trying to get back up on the map on the edge there, using some up recovery style attacks. That sword Sora had. Oh, and there goes the first stock. Dakota has fallen 1 stock now with the opponent Combat Disc at 3. 60 damage for Combat Disc, and he's already going right in, giving Sora up to 31. Sora is just kind of trying to get in there. Oh, uses the lightning attack. Yeah, Sora's key gives them the ability to just kind of be able to fly around a little bit. 3 different bursts of a recovery, just in any direction you choose. Or it can do that, putting the opponent up to 93. They seem to have switched to Charizard. That's a bit more of a powerful style character. Oh, shooting some fire. Sora's trying to land some attacks, but he does get thrown off the map. The lightning, and it lands a hit, sending Charizard up in the air. Charizard still sits at 3 stocks. Now putting Sora, Dakota, up to 1 stock. 1 stock, but 0 damage, so if he can get in there, he might have a chance of trying to take off that first stock they got. Oh, and there goes the first stock, sending him flying way back to the screen. Squirtle is their new choice of character, just dropping right down, landing a few different types of jab attacks. Dakota does the up B and lands a few different attacks, putting Squirtle, now Bulbasaur, up to 49 damage. Now 53, 58, 62, rising very quickly, all the way up to 81. They're trying to get back up on the map. Oh, and it looks like Sora has fallen. That puts 2-0. Combat Disc, or Pokemon Trainer, has won this round. With that being said, we will be right back. All right, we are in a bit of an intermission period. Not sure when the battle is starting. It looks like it's getting kind of close. But in the meantime, I have brought Corbin back. Corbin, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, Corbin, did you follow along online?
I did not.
Man, you definitely missed something there. That was a very intense match. Sora or Dakota. Dakota has played Sora, and the opponent was playing Pokemon Trainer. We are actually through 2 rounds, and so far Dakota has lost both of those rounds, but both of them were very interesting matches with Sora. Sora, you know how Sora can be, just a very like flying around the map kind of character, and Dakota definitely used that move a few different times. It was actually made for some pretty good combo attacks, did a few different air dashes with that up B, and landed like multiple damage on him. And then on a recovery attack, they actually managed to take the stock. So that was definitely an interesting round to watch.
Yeah. I should have watched that one.
Have you actually been here for any of Dakota's other matches?
I have.
You want to tell us about that?
And she's usually really close with matched opponents. But something, at least I've heard talk about before, is she usually gets matched up with the more skilled opponents for some reason. That are above. They're like slightly above her level. And it's usually pretty unfortunate, but she could definitely hold her own against a lot of opponents from what I've seen.
I have not actually witnessed any of Dakota's prior matches. This was the first one I've sat in on. I've been here for multiple of John Notter's matches, but seeing Dakota, I definitely enjoy getting to commentate her games. And overall, this has been a pretty fun experience. This third round, I believe, could potentially be the decider. There has been some debate today whether or not it is a 5-round match or a 3-round match. My guess would be it's a 5-round match. I've heard talk about that, and it seems that is the case. So I guess we will be going to 5. So this is 2 of 5.
What's the score for this game so far?
So far, the opponent has won both. I do not know who we're playing, but I do know their name is Combat Disc.
Yeah, if the opponent wins this game, I think it'll go to 4, if I'm not mistaken. Or it'll just end there.
It looks like Combat Disc is ready, but we are still waiting on Lawrence. In a few moments, folks, we will get right back to it.
Yeah. Anyway, like we said before, we're still kind of used to the best out of 3. So this 5 type thing is kind of confusing.
Sorry, Corbin, we're going right into the game right now. All right, everyone, we're going right back into it with Pokemon Trainer for Combat Disc, and Dakota will be playing Sora again. Looks like we're playing on Smashville. Starting off with Squirtle. Dakota is already firing a few different fire-based attacks, landing 11 damage. Now going for some lightning, up to 24, 30, 36, 41. Oh, Dakota's definitely landing, 57. This is definitely a good start for Dakota. They are getting dealt some damage attacks now, putting them up to 47, nearly tying it. Now up to 68 for Combat Disc. Seems to mostly be some jab attacks and throw attacks, but Sora has the capability of just firing down like raining lightning So that is what Dakota has taken advantage of right now. However, Dakota is up to 99 damage, but puts the opponent up to 90. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not know that was possible. It looks like Bulbasaur went under the map and hit Dakota from under the map and then transformed into Charizard and recovered. Oh my, I have never seen that before. That was definitely an impressive attack right there on the opponent's half. However, Dakota has managed to land multiple different types of attacks and putting the opponent up to 126 damage. However, they are still at 3 stocks. Dakota nearly fails to recover but does come back from it and puts their opponent in ice and then does an up B attack and takes their first stock. It is now 2-2. Dakota is sitting at 73 damage. Now up to 95. Lands an ice attack, frees the opponent briefly, and then takes advantage of that, landing 2 damage. Lightning raining down. Didn't quite hit him, though. Dakota tries to recover and succeeds without getting scratched. However, they did get hit and sent off, almost killing them, but they are recovering back from it. 138 damage. And gets up-B'd and has died. However, they are still at 1 stock. Bulbasaur falls off the map a little bit, but recovers. Now at 51 damage. Bulbasaur seems to be using some jab attacks. Sora rains some lightning down there and puts him up to 91 damage. A few different types of air jab attacks. I'm not really sure what those are called. I just know it's kind of a recovery / attacking system. I don't really know what that attack is. However, it does seem to be effective. Dakota's trying to recover back from the map. The opponent's not wanting to let him, but they manage to get through there with the attack I just mentioned and falls to their death. It looks like that will be it. At least for now. I believe that with this system of 5, they might still have a chance, but so far, Dakota is at 3-0. Corbin, are you still there? It looks like we might have lost Corbin.
Hello.
Oh, there's Corbin.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was waiting, I went to just like start checking Instagram, and I had to like click back on to unmute myself.
Did you hear me that whole game?
Yeah, some of it.
Yeah. Dakota did lose 3-0 so far. I do not know if that's it. They might still, well, I'm not sure. Even if Dakota were to play the next 2 rounds and win both of them, the best they would receive is a 3-2. So it looks like Dakota has lost this game. It was definitely an entertaining match, though. I enjoyed casting that and following along.
Yeah. And hopefully next time we're both there. Yeah.
You told John your story, but what was your story? I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, so basically some point in the day, earlier in the day, like in between classes, I messaged John on Discord. I was like, hey, do we got Smash today? And I didn't see any message, and I checked before I left school. And I guess he had messaged me on my way home, and I didn't see it, and I didn't see it until like hours later. So he said there was Smash, so I assumed like there wasn't, so I left.
Sorry, I'm playing around here with a few different things with this Roadcaster. Yeah, that's an interesting story, Corbin. We will be back right after this. We are going to take a short break, and we will find out what's happening next. All right, and we are back with Coach John Nodder. It looks like that was it for Dakota, but we have John here to review some of the match play with me.
Yeah, I think that was a great match for. I think that was a great match tonight. Yeah, it was a 3-0, but the games were close, and I could tell that. I feel like without the SD at the end, that might have definitely been a game for Ryo at least.
Yeah, it definitely seemed kind of close to me. In multiple parts of the game, it seemed like they were kind of coming up a bit, and they almost had it, and then they kind of lost it a little bit. But all in all, I really enjoyed casting that game, and it just seemed like definitely one to remember.
Yeah, I was definitely excited about it. It always feels nice because, like, definitely you could tell at the beginning, because we went in expecting a young Link. That's what it was on Star.gg. It's what they had a history of. We weren't ready for Pokemon Trainer, and so they don't play anything alike. So it's very much something like actually just had to make an adjustment like on the fly of this is I went in expecting a character who is kind of a little bit more campy, and now I'm playing a Rushdown.
Yeah, that's one thing I had noticed. I wasn't sure quite what to refer to it as, but it seemed like a lot more of like jab kind of attacks, like right up in your business kind of play.
Is the game on stream right now, or are we still on the? It doesn't need to be, but you can if you want to.
Yeah,
but you can kind of see with Squirtle there, back air, very much approaching. I mean, now we're switching to Ivysaur, which can they're wanting to close the stocks. You can see, but even now. They're really just they want to go gung ho. They want to get those aerials because they want to get those follow ups. They really want to close the stock. Like Charizard, he's probably going to be doing something. He's probably going to try to get to Flare Blitz if he can. If I had to guess, like either a grab or a Flare Blitz is something that he's going to want. Yeah, like that. That was just for recovery. But Charizard right now, he's there to close stocks. He ain't there to mess around.
And that's what I had noticed too. It's just a very kind of like aggressive kind of like character to like play with.
Yeah.
They just kind of want to get right up on you and just keep going for different types of attacks. And I can see what that would be like when you're expecting a young Link.
Yeah, because like they're completely different. Young Link, he tries to pull you in by having like he has projectiles that if you try to stay out, you get punished for it. But like you have Squirtle here, he's super speedy, so he's gonna run in. He's gonna. Oh dang! you don't usually see Squirtle kill, but
Yeah, that little thing.
ain't he just the best? But he's gonna run in. He's got these super quick combos, even though he's kind of stubby. He doesn't have a lot of range, but he'll do that. Ivysaur can kind of get some combos and get some early kills, and then Charizard's just all the kills. But the point is, they don't do that. They don't have a lot of range. They don't do that from far away. So definitely something that Ashley just had to just adjust on the fly to something completely different. And I feel like, even though it was a loss, I feel like she still adjusted very well.
Yeah, and just all in all, like there was quite a few different moments that I had noticed personally that just were kind of like right there with the Squirtle. That was kind of like, oh dang, like you just didn't really see that coming. But Dakota definitely seemed to overcome and adapt to that pretty well.
Yeah, I think especially like there was definitely one thing I don't think anyone was ready for, which was that Vine Whip under the stage.
Oh yeah, that left me speechless for a few moments. That was something else.
I don't even think I would be ready for that, in all honesty, but that's just how the game goes. Sometimes things happen that you're just not ready for.
That is definitely true. Well, John, is there anything else you'd like to highlight before we get off here for the night?
Well, I know it's been a little bit chaotic with just going off and on with the stream, but I want to say GG's. Good job, Lauren. And y'all have a good night.
All right, and that was Coach John Nodder. So before we hop off here, I was going to let my somewhat broadcast partner say a few more words before we hop off.
Yeah. I would just like to say, don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. Links should be in most of our bios.
Truer words have
And,
never been spoken.
Exactly. And don't forget Final Boss Con on May 4th.
Very true. All right, and we're going to hop off here for the night. Thank everyone for watching. Make sure to tune in for our next stream, which I believe will be Thursday with Overwatch, Traven Walker, and Corbin, help me out here. I forget Seth. What's his last name?
Seth McDonald.
Seth McDonald. Make sure to tune into them, guys, and me and Corbin will be here for the production side of things. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.